we might go out and have a lovely picnic. A lovely picnic together. Yes, indeed, in the wonderful outdoors, laying together on the grass. How lovely would that be? How lovely would that be? I think it would be absolutely fabulous. Okay, so luckily for you, I have brought a number of delicacies for you to sample. Delicacies, little delicacies. Okay, would you like to try the first one, my friend? Would you like to try the first one? I brought this little spork. It's a teeny tiny baby spork, and I thought it would suit you. Perfectly, because it's so small and cute. Just like you. You cute little thing, you. Do you like that when I tap you directly on the face with the spork? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But I think it's quite relaxing, actually. Maybe it's unusual to tap somebody directly in the face with a spork, but I think it's quite relaxing. Yes, indeed. So, my friend, are you ready to try the first delicacy of today's picnic? Now, this one is actually a little bit crunchy, so you may have to have a little nibble on that. What did you think of that? Did you like that? There's plenty more where that came from. My friend. Yeah, have another one. And another one. Yes, I think you like that, don't you? I can hear you gobbling that right up. Very crunchy though, isn't it? Very crunchy. Let me give you a few pieces, sort of a rapid fire, you might say. Rapid fire for you to enjoy. Yes, here we go. How is that? Is that enough for you? Hang on, wait there, my friend. I don't know if you can see, but there's some sort of tiny little insect crawling over your face. Oh, goodness me. Let me use the spork to gently encourage him to F off. You know what I'm saying? F off, little insect. We don't want any insects on our faces, okay? Our faces are precious, aren't they? Precious little faces, and we must keep them clean at all costs. At all costs, my friend, absolutely. Okay, so I think you look clean now. I think you look quite clean. Are you ready for more food, my friend, on this delicious little picnic? Yes, very good. Don't worry, not all the food is crunchy like the first one. I have some softer food for you to sample here. Here you go, my friend. Here you go. There we go. What do you think of that food? Much softer, isn't it? Much softer indeed. Let me give you some more of the soft food. That's the kind of food that you can look forward to eating when you're an old person and you don't have your teeth anymore. Yes, indeed, there you go. Have some more of the old person soft food and mash it up with your little gums. Oh, goodness me. How adorable. There you go, my friend. A little bit more soft food for you to enjoy. And can you feel that? My friend? The sun is out, and it is warming us on our delightful little picnic together. Who says that? Picnic. Obviously, it's typically pronounced picnic, but picnic. You know what I'm saying? Picnic. What is that from? That's from an old cartoon, isn't it? Yogi Bear. Is that it? Is it Yogi Bear who says that? A picnic. when you were younger? Possibly not, possibly not. Possibly you are too young and I am too old. You know what I'm saying? That is an ancient cartoon indeed, Yogi Bear. It was about a bear and he wore something like a hat and maybe like a tie or a bow tie or like a collar or something. I can't quite remember. I cannot quite fully remember. But rest assured, my friend, that was an excellent cartoon. An excellent cartoon indeed. Indeed. Yogi Bear. I think it was about the bear, Yogi Bear, and his friend Boo Boo the bear, who was a smaller bear, and they were constantly trying to get picnics from human beings, I think, to eat the food from the picnic. I think, as I said, that is very old. That is a very long time ago. A very long time ago indeed. I wonder what other cartoons I can remember from my childhood. I think Top Cat was also an excellent cartoon that I watched when I was younger. Do you remember Top Cat? Did you ever see Top Cat, my friend? Top Cat was about, I guess, a gang of cats, and maybe Top Cat was the leader. I really don't remember, but they kept getting in trouble with a police officer, I think. I think so. Top Cat was always being cheeky little Top Cat, and sort of evading the police and causing all manner of mischief to the police. I think that's what happened. I can barely remember these. Barely remember them at all. I must have been watching these cartoons when I was like maybe 8 years old. 8 years old. And I'm 32 now. 32. I'm basically ancient. Not long now before they put me into the retirement home. You know what I'm saying? And they come around every day and give me my little pills to keep me alive. And then we play bingo. And then I eat a jello. That's what happens in the old people homes, isn't it? Is that what happens? I think so. I think that's what happens in the old people homes. Well, something to look forward to. I'm trying to think about more cartoons, because obviously there must have been many more. I remember a racing one that I really enjoyed, and it had Dick Dastardly as one of the main characters. He was the villain. And there was Penelope Pitstop. I think Penelope Pitstop. She was like the girl, you know, the young, I guess, hot girl of the races. And there were many other races as well. And every episode was just these people racing in their funny little carts. And they were trying to beat each other in all sorts of cartoonish ways, you know what I'm saying? And Dick Dastardly was, of course, the most dastardly of all, living up to his namesake. Indeed. And he would use all manner of strange contraptions and inventions to try and beat the other races. Every race. Yes, indeed. There were loads of other characters, but those are the only two that I can actually remember. Dick Dastardly and Penelope Pitstop. That's a good name. Actually. That might be Dinkley. Penelope Pitstop. Dick Dastardly. That one's a little bit more difficult to say. I've scrambled my tongue and I've scrambled my brain, my little friend. Are you enjoying this? Are you enjoying our little picnic together and our lovely little enjoyment of the sunshine? How wonderful. A little bit cloudy again today, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. And when the sun comes out, oh my goodness me. It is hot. Wow. But you know, we can work on our tan together, can't we? Yes, we can. We can get nice and tan. And then you know what? You know what happens after that, don't you? Everybody gonna be checking us out. They gonna be checking us out. They gonna be like, God damn, look at those tanned individuals over there. They look kinda. They look kinda. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can tell. I can tell by the look in your eyes. By the look in your eyes. You know exactly what I'm saying, don't you? Yes, you do. You don't mind when I tap you on the face, do you? Maybe this might make like a nice stroking device. You know, stroking your face. Okay, stroking your face. I think it might be nice and relaxing. Do you think so? What about that? What about that? Let us try from the other side. What is that like then? Is that nice, my friend? Is it nice when I use the spork to brush your face? Brushing your face with a spork. Is that... Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Sorry, my friend. I think that was a little bit of a sharp noise. We don't like sharp noises, do we? No, we do not. No, we do not. Let me just gently spork you. Okay. Gently, gently, gently does it. Gently, gently, gently does it. What did you think about that? Was that nice? Was it soothing? Soothing? Calming? Calming? Maybe tingly, tingly, tingly. Tingly, 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 tingly. Maybe tingly. I'm not sure. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes we just experiment, don't we? How will we discover new and amazing things if we do not experiment? Are you ready for some more food? Here you go. There you go. Have that, my friend. Have that, my friend. Can you hear that? Can you hear that in the background? I think you probably can. That's the sound of construction. Construction. I loathe construction. The sounds of it anyway. It's ever so loud and unwelcome and unpleasant. But you know what? Sometimes things need to be done. Sometimes things simply need to be done. You know, we can't have the lives that we have now without a little bit of noisy construction every now and then. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These people are doing very important jobs, very difficult jobs, very difficult and important jobs. So I think it would be good if we were appreciative to them. Yes, yes indeed, yes indeed, yes indeed. Even though it is a little bit noisy, isn't it? A little bit noisy. But you know, peace and quiet seems to be in such short supply these days. Almost impossible sometimes to find moments of peace and quiet, peace and quiet, peace and quiet. It's suddenly very windy, my friend. Suddenly very windy indeed. Oh goodness me. Oh goodness me. Can you hear that? Can you hear the wind? Don't worry, I'm just stroking your ears with the spork right now. I'm kind of combing your ears with the spork because your ears are quite hairy. Your ears are quite hairy. And I'm just gently, 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 gently combing through your hairy ears with the spork. That's normal, isn't it? That's a normal thing to do. That's a normal thing indeed. Hopefully the hairiness of your ears is negating all the sounds produced by the wind. All the sounds produced by the wind. You know what I'm saying? You know what? You might think that hairy ears are undesirable. You might think that hairy ears are kind of gross. But I must say, my little friend, when I look at your hairy ears, they actually look kind of cute. They are very hairy though. They're actually fluffy. I would go so far as to describe them. Fluffy. Why are fluffy things cute? Why is that a thing? Doesn't really serve any sort of evolutionary purpose, does it? Why would we see a fluffy animal and think that it is cute? Because, you know, we kind of need to eat animals, don't we? Kind of. I think so. You know, I didn't eat any animals for, I think, 7 years total. 7 years total. And I lost a lot of weight. And my health was not very good. Not very good by the end of it. So I do think that it is necessary, unfortunately, to eat animals. That was my conclusion. Perhaps I'm wrong though. Perhaps I'm wrong. And perhaps I could even do the experiment again. I could begin another 7-year-long experiment. And we could see if this time it would go better than the first. I am more knowledgeable now. More knowledgeable. Look at the size of this head. Look at the size of it. Look at the absolute size of my head. It's freaking gigantic. Freaking gigantic. You know what that means, don't you? That means that I'm actually so intelligent. I'm so super intelligent. Because inside this big head of mine is a big brain. A big brain. Big brainium in my big cranium. You know what I'm saying, my friend? You know what I'm saying? You don't have that problem. You don't have that problem. You have a small little cranium, don't you? Small little head, small little cranium, which means that you have a small little brain. Small little brain. You are unburdened by the painful weight of thoughts. I wish I was like that. I wish I was like that, my friend. It is, in my opinion, very clear that there is an inverse correlation between intelligence and happiness. Sometimes intelligence feels like a disability. A disability. It prevents you sometimes from taking action because you overthink things, don't you? One moment, my friend, you have a little bit of stuff on your face here. Let me just try and clean your face a little bit there. Is that better? Is that better? I think it's a little bit better, isn't it? A little bit better. But yes, as I was saying, I think that once you reach a certain threshold of intelligence, it actually begins to be a hindrance in certain things, like navigating this world and society, this human construct. Because you begin to overthink, you begin to worry, to experience anxiety, to not take action because of what if this happens, what if that happens, it is possible that this may happen. Whereas people who are unburdened with intelligence, they simply take action, and I think maybe 9 times out of 10 the action, it goes well, and they're successful. I think perhaps it is more important simply to take action regardless of what may happen, because there is quite a good chance that good things will happen. You may achieve the exact outcome that you hope for, that you hoped to achieve at the start of taking the action. Don't you think so? Don't you think so, my friend? Don't you think so? I think so. I think that the key to success, even for intelligent people, is to turn off brain and simply do stuff. And later, afterwards, then, that is the time to analyze. You can analyze whether or not something worked, what didn't work, and then you can take corrective measures, and the next time you take action, how you do things to be more successful. That's what I think. But I'm a loser. I'm an unsuccessful loser. So, why on earth would you listen to me about success? Do I look successful to you? Does that look like the face of somebody who is successful? No. You should find somebody who looks successful to take advice from about success. You know what I'm saying? How are you enjoying the picnic, my friend? How are you enjoying the picnic? It's getting quite cloudy now, and it's even getting a little bit windy. I might even go so far as to say that some of these clouds look threatening. They look grey, and heavy, saturated with moisture. I think it might even rain soon. Maybe just a little shower. That's no good, is it, my friend? That's no good at all. I think you know what this means. Unfortunately, my friend, it is time to say goodbye to each other and to this wonderful little picnic. This picnic. We had a lovely little picnic together, didn't we? Yes, we did. And, maybe we can have another picnic together in the future, or maybe we can do something else together in the future. I would like that. Very much, my friend. Okay. Before it starts to rain, and before we both get soaking wet, I think I'm going to pack up this little picnic and head off. I'll see you again